Let's get right to the latest on the Syria crisis. The United States, armed with what it says is overwhelming evidence of Bashar al-Assad's use of chemical weapons against his own people, pushes on in its mission to launch a military strike. President Obama wants congressional approval, and on Monday he swung open the White House doors for the start of what will likely become a parade of lawmakers he's hoping to sway. CCTV's Jim Spellman has been keeping track of it all, and he joins us now from the newsroom. Jim.
President Obama has indeed begun the arm twisting in earnest in his effort to convince the U.S. Congress to support a resolution supporting a military strike against Syria. After declaring he would seek approval from the U.S. Congress before striking Syria, U.S. President Barack Obama took the argument directly to two of his biggest foreign policy critics, Senator Lindsey Graham and the man he beat for the presidency in 2008, Senator John McCain.
I think it's encouraging, but we have to have concrete plans, we have to have concrete details, and we have to be assured that this is a dramatic difference from the last 2 years.
Both men support a strike.
A vote against that resolution by Congress, I think, would be catastrophic because it would undermine the credibility of the United States of America and the President of the United States. None of us want that.
But are encouraging the president to make a better case for the use of force.
To the president, if you don't understand that the American people are not going to follow an uncertain trumpet, now's the time for you to reshape public opinion and world opinion.
The 2.5-year conflict has claimed at least 100,000 Syrian lives so far. Both men say that if the president can lay out a comprehensive long-term plan for after a limited military strike and do a better job of explaining that strategy, they will push for the president's position with their fellow lawmakers.
If he's ready to do that part, I'm ready to go to my colleagues in the Congress and say, now's the time for us to come together before it's too late.
Even with Graham and McCain's support in the U.S. Congress, it will be an uphill battle for Obama to get the votes required to pass a resolution to attack Syria. Lawmakers were briefed today on the administration's intelligence, but some representatives from both parties firmly oppose intervention.
After perusing the classified documents and then participating in the briefing, I am still of the opinion that we should not engage in Syria at this point.
The administration's campaign continues Tuesday as U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry, Secretary of Defense Chuck Hagel, and Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff General Martin Dempsey appear before the Senate Foreign Relations Committee to answer lawmakers' questions. And they can expect the questioning to be fierce as the Senate looks for more details on what exactly the president hopes to accomplish with a limited military strike and how that fits into a larger U.S. strategy for the region. Look for some of the toughest questioning to come from Republican Senator Rand Paul, one of the strongest anti-interventionist voices in Congress, and a man that many believe will run for the U.S. presidency in 2016. Elaine?
Well, and Jim, what else is President Obama doing to line up support in all of this?
Well, today we saw Senators McCain and Graham visiting the White House. Tomorrow, it will be some high-ranking congressional leaders from the House, Nancy Pelosi and John Boehner. Can expect this kind of close push of diplomacy here within the administration to the Congress for the remaining week. Next Monday, Congress comes back into session. That's more or less the deadline before he has to convince them. They expect to take up this resolution immediately when they come back into session, Elaine.
All right, Jim Spellman in our Washington newsroom, thanks.